What up, dudes? rhinoCRUNCH here today, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new game called Dead Matter. It's on Kickstarter. You guys know I don't normally do these types of videos unless I have a good feeling about them. I don't really, these guys aren't paying me to promote it. They're an independent developer or whatever. I think it looks awesome. I think you guys might be interested just based off of, all the stuff that I cover on this channel as far as zombie survival. So let's talk about Dead Matter. Dead Matter is going to be a survival sandbox zombie game. There's vehicles in it. They have weapons. As they showcase this part in the video, this alarm goes off like maybe somebody owns it, or it even could attract other AI. Basically, it takes place in Alberta, Canada. You can see the wilderness here. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Being developed in Unreal, so hopefully the PvP is going to be good. There's going to be base building, but not in the normal sense of base building where, basically you're going to be able to take over houses. You can see here they're working on the map. The map's going to be procedurally generated, which I thought was crazy. And they're also going to be open to modding as well. There's going to be modding support, which I think is fucking spectacular. Like, you have to, Dayz standalone could have been saved by its own community if they would have just opened up to modding, in my opinion. So the fact that they're opening it up is just brilliant. It's brilliant to get people who love your game passionate about it and getting them working on it and making their own flavors of it. So you can see here there's a ton of zombies. I don't know how many players per server there's going to be. I know the maps are going to be huge. I think the zombie idle animations are fantastic. High fidelity textures. Looks very legit. I think all of this, the buildings, the roads, the trash everywhere, it actually kind of reminds me of Miscreated, which also I think it's important to mention. I've covered very few games on this channel as far as Kickstarters, for a number of reasons. There's just so many factors. But Miscreated was one of them. We did cover Miscreated when it was announced, and I got a good feeling about this game. It looks good. I like this idea here that they have where they're taking over this building. This is an idea I sent to the devs of Miscreated, where I told them that they should make it to where you can just kind of like board up the house, get these generators going, pretty much exactly like this, and just take it over. Now the interesting aspect is, are you going to be able to raid these bases? If you come across a house like this and it's got a lock on the front door, are you going to be able to kick that in? And you'll be able to take over these warehouses as well as other things like the gas station. And they already have working vehicles in for the most part, and they're all customizable. So I think it looks really interesting. I'm really curious to see where the PvP aspect comes in, because I'm a huge PvPer. In the video they talk about how these these objects they're showing, there's over 50 unique melee objects, which I think is cool. I'm not really a big fan of melee, they talk about how they're going to be craftable and modifiable, which is cool, but I'm more of kind of a gun guy, so if it's going to be kind of like a Dead Rising hack and slash, that's cool, but I'd like to really see some great gunplay in another zombie game. Maybe some silencers, if they have over 50 unique firearms, that would be, then I'd be really excited. I think it looks cool. I think it's worth backing. I was a little skeptical. I don't really back a lot of stuff on Kickstarter, just especially in the genre, just because early access has been kind of fuckery the last few years. But I think these guys know what they're doing. They got a lot of stuff already done, so they're not, they don't just have an idea. They actually know what the fuck they're doing, and they just need that little extra bump to get some of the systems in place. Check it out. Links in the description, guys. As a quick update, devs on Twitter, and they said that the minimum would be 60 to 80 server population, with increased number in mind for the future. So minimum 60 to 80 players, not too shabby in my opinion. I think Unreal can handle it as well. Also, guys, make sure to post in the comments, what do you guys think of this game? How does it look to you? Is it something that you're interested in seeing me cover on the channel? Let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. See you in the next episode, dudes. Peace!